Hey guys, before we get started, I just wanted to take a second and I guess hold some space for the words of Bishop Marion Edgar Buddy.
Our God teaches us that we are to be merciful to the stranger, for we were all once strangers in this land. May God grant us the strength and courage to honor the dignity of every human being, to speak the truth to one another in love, and walk humbly with each other and our God for the good of all people in this nation and the world.
And on to the show. Mack show, 100 subscribers, the most ever. Love, Mr. YouTube.
How'd they get my phone? Thank you all so much. Thank you. I'm greatly honored. Get home safe.
I have so many people to thank for this award. My dog, my cat, all of my friends down at the Chattanooga Ripley's, believe it or not. Delilah.
I'm Delilah on B105.
Actually, guys, I am very excited about this. Thank you so much. Also, yeah, this is what my microphone looks like right now, okay? We were in the middle of fixing it. I knelt on my soldering iron. It snapped in half. So now we have some clips and... Can you hear me? There's a few things I would say hold me back. Not just making projects, but every episode I make about a project and everything I try to do every day. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's NYX's professional makeup buttermilk blush. Thorn in my side. The keychain in my chowder.
Sounded snappier in my head.
The camel that's stuck in the eye of my needle. Major depressive disorder. Sorry, Mom, I am gonna be joking about the big sad today, but I feel like we need to talk about it. So I figured out I had depression like 7 years ago, and it's never really left me alone since. It's like this nothingness that will just hit me so hard sometimes. And things stop feeling real, but like not in a fun way. It's a nothingness I can throw meds and therapy and my pets and Dolly Parton at. Yeah, disco dolly coasters. And it just absorbs them and turns them into nothingness too.
I'm still depressed.
I'm not wearing my glasses, so I have no idea what this is looking like. Obviously, it's not like that all the time. If I was in that space right now, I wouldn't be able to be here sitting on camera. And I'm not meaning to say this like I'm the only person that feels that way. Depression is like really common. I actually just DuckDuckGo'd it before I started filming. DuckDuck went. And like 10% of US adults deal with depression. What is going on with my hair? That's better. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you ever feel like that, me too, girl. Now let's get froggy. This week I took inspiration from one of my favorite things, candy jewelry. Specifically those beaded bracelets with the heart charm hanging down. Those are so cute. And if you haven't figured it out by now, we're making giant clay versions of this. Now I could sculpt a bunch more of these beads, but we're trying something new today. Making our own silicone molds. So I popped the bead into this mug that I got, from the IHOP store, and then just mixed up equal parts of this silicone rubber and poured it over the bead. I'm doing the same thing with the heart, and now I have molds I can use over and over again. I went with regular plaster of Paris to fill the molds, and here you can see kind of the difficulty with the project. It's quite messy trying to get plaster into these molds. I think it's because of the big middle piece, and I actually ended up with a bunch of beads that had bubbles and lots of imperfections like that. So thus begins the rather extensive process of trying to get these beads really smooth by sanding, patching with plaster, sanding more, painting, and I'm doing most of it outside. So thank God I have this lovely June weather. Lovely June weather. June weather. June weather. Forgot about those. It's been like 7 months since I made these. I didn't feel ready to make a video about them yet, and I felt like I needed to keep them secret until I made a video about them. Oh my goodness, they're heavy. Not that I'm particularly ready to make a video about them now. I don't think that's ever gonna be the case. Even now, I'm rapidly oscillating between feeling like
it'll be a good video
and
this one's not as good.
This year we're trying to do the thing whether or not we feel ready, so let's get into it. So a lot of these need touching up. The paint has kind of flaked and chipped off where the beads connect on a lot of them. Also, being in a basket in the closet for like half a year wasn't good for them either. I'm so sorry. Actually, a lot of them look better than I remember. At some point, I'm probably gonna make more of these, so let me know in the comments if you're interested in like actually seeing more detail on how I make them and everything like that. Just need to like touch up a couple things. You missed a lot of spots. I'm gonna go back over it. Sorry, I think I need to introduce you guys. That's Cindy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mack's the worst, and that's for sure. So my therapist, shout out Diane. Her name's not Diane. 5, 6, 7, 8. The Art Mack Make Show isn't great. My therapist said I should try talking back to the depressive voice in my head, and I've decided to name her Cindy. So let's just ignore her, okay? If we have a conversation, maybe she'll go away. After all, this is the Art Mack Make Show, the show for Graham and the fam where Mack makes art and also makes conversation. Have I said that yet? You haven't done that yet? Do you think people are still watching? Boo. 2, 4, 6, 8. You're not good enough. You know what? I'm better than you. Hang on, now wait a minute. I am. You listen to me. I'm done listening to you, okay? You have no authority to be telling me all the stuff you're telling me. That's what I thought. She won't be bothering me again for a while. You know, everyone thinks you're wasting your education. We talk about it. Thanks so much for sticking around if you're still watching. Hit the subscribe button if you want to be part of the group, and I'll send you the next episode soon. Bye! This is embarrassing. My landlord's out here.